I was very skeptical. Let me be real. I was very skeptical about a 2-year anniversary celebration. I've been going to Gen Con for 17 years. Next year will be the 3-year anniversary, and then the 4-year anniversary, and so on. So
Yeah.
when I heard of the 2-year, I was like, all right, if you just like smash a little bit of paint on this and like try and sell me a boat, I'm not going to buy it. But I think they really did do something special.
Yeah. It felt great. You know, it really was to me a celebration. You know, I think that they did a lot of really good stuff. I think that all of the timed reveals for the creators that were a part of that were awesome. The panel I thought was great. It's so hard to want more from it, but I kind of do wish that it was a little bit more. I kind of do wish that they laid in and covered some more stuff. My one negative about the panel was that there was no game designer on it, and I think that didn't make any sense to me. I don't know how you celebrate 2 years of this game without a game designer. That just didn't feel right to me. So like that was my one negative, was just like how do you not just have literally anybody here to talk game design? I don't even it doesn't always have to be Steve, it doesn't always have to be Ryan. And I know there's rules about like being on camera and things like that, but I just feel like for that moment to celebrate the game in 2 years, we should have had a game dev in the team, specifically because in the Q&A, every single question that got asked was like, you can't answer this. But if there's like a game dev person there, then at least you have targeted questions that you can ask that can be answered. The reason why they didn't stream the Q&A, guys, is I'm not even kidding. Like 95% of the questions asked were Bruno. Like there's just you couldn't answer them.
Yeah, terrible questions, honestly.
Yeah, especially this one guy. Like I couldn't believe he even got up and just said like say my name. Like what a weirdo.
How dare he?
Yes, that was the terrible questions I was referring to. It wasn't even a question, in fact.
No, this is exactly a command. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the way that they did some of the reveals and the videos was really heartwarming. Like the power line story was really enjoyable.
That arguably might be the best piece of content for Disney Lorcana.
Yeah, they should release that on all their socials.
I think they did.
It's on Ravensburger NA YouTube channel.
I don't follow any of them.
I think that I literally think it was the best piece of content that was ever created for the game. Like, I don't even think it's close. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
Me, I am sentimental in a way, but not normally for things like that. And even when I was watching it, I was like, wow, I'm getting choked up watching this. Like, this is actually that good. So the storytelling in it was great. The emotion that was brought from it was just so good. So yeah, that was a huge shout out to Tate. He was the video editor and I think producer and director of it. And he crushed it. Absolutely phenomenal.
Super. I definitely drank the Kool-Aid at Gen Con. I am like, yo, Ravensburger, they've done nothing wrong ever. You're all insane. This is the best company I've ever seen in my entire life. In 5 years, you ain't even gonna remember nothing except that this is the #1 trading card game ever made. All right, I'm telling you, dude. I came out of Gen Con like the sun is shining for the first time. All right? I've been living in the Truman Show, taking my vitamin D pills because it's nothing but cameras. The real sun is out.
I actually thought it was really interesting too. So like I walked the hall a lot and kind of like shopped around. And every time I would go by the Ravensburger booth, Horrified was always sold out.
Yeah. Gone. Couldn't buy it.
Like, so interesting to me because like they're not just selling Disney Lorcana. They were selling their other products and they were going.
Yeah, they have 5 other employees that design things.
Horrified is just they reskinned Horrified for D&D. Yes. So the D&D people wanted that game.
It's just like all the magic or all the Wizards of the Coast games. God. They just keep reskinning them. What?
You took what I was going to say.
I just bring it up to say that like they were successful in a lot of different ways.
I was going to say, hey, like Ben, listen, you know that like Magic the Gathering just like made a Final Fantasy set just to sell the Final Fantasy nerds, right? Yeah. Like, and then Spider-Man's coming out. Like it's just what you do now, man. That's just how you make money.
I was surprised the D&D license to Ravensburger.
Fair.
That was interesting. I didn't want to ask anyone about it, but
I mean, again, like this is public knowledge, but Greg Tito was really big in the D&D Beyond universe and things like that. Like he hosted a weekly podcast similar to the Lorecast. Like, so his connections are there. I'm not saying that like he's the reason they would have got something like that, but if the connections are there, the conversations are happening, it's a lot easier because that's just networking 101. So
it is really nice. It is really nice that JDZ lets Greg on his Lorecast sometimes.
That's true. That is true. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I don't know, but he wasn't. JD wasn't on today, so I don't know. Like I don't know who that guy was, but like that wasn't JD.
No, that was just JD. He lost the Z.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I see.
Was that his? I'm not even gonna say it. Is that his legal name?
Good one.
But yeah, I think that I didn't. Okay. I don't want to say I didn't hear anything negative about the Ravensburger tournaments this weekend because there were some comments going around about the limited and sealed formats. But
I'll say it.
Cheaters.
Bunch of cheaters. That's what I heard. I heard you're all filthy cheaters. And guess what? We're not going to have sealed ever again because you cheaters.
Dick Burns, everybody.
You don't want to show up on
you
the
open
video.
6 packs and you have 8 of the same card.
That's pretty cool.
Cheater.
Two foils, right? Or 4 foils?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's really rough, but I genuinely think that I only played in one tournament all weekend. It was a starter deck tournament. I signed up for starter deck chaos. I signed up like not expecting to 3-0 this event. I just, it's fine. My opponent in round 1 genuinely was upset about getting one of the best starter decks in the format. So it kind of blew my mind, but he was very tilted, very upset. And then he proceeded to 2-0 me.
Hey, you told me you got cooked. I remember that.
Like literally 2-0'd me. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I think you're being too hard here. Because this deck's really good. But he had sit there and told me like, oh, I did this event, I did that event. I played against a guy that had 2 B prepares, like. And I'm just like, yeah, man, that really sucks. I hope that that's not what this is. And like the real truth here is we're signing up for 3-round tournaments, playing for a $200 prize, which is hilariously better than set championships, right? Like, like if we're being honest here, if you went to Gen Con, obviously it was expensive to go to Gen Con, but if you had won one playmat in every event you did, you paid for your whole Gen Con badge. Like your whole experience would have been paid for by one playmat. Because they're like $250 right now, right? So that's kind of insane. And there were people, shout out to Alex. Alex won 4. Shout out to Matt or Mr. Ones in the Discord. He won 5 of them. Like obviously there are people that did very, very well this weekend. And
Sky won a ton, but then he lost something else.
Yeah.
It was a deck.
I think he lost his deck. I didn't know he lost his deck.
Lost his deck and then he switched decks. And then
it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boiled out Amber Seal with Rapunzel's.
No,
the Punzies weren't foil, he told me.
I thought they were the promo ones.
I don't know. He told me they were not foiled. That's all he told me.
Yeah, it was rough.
Promos, it's worse.
I agree.
It was rough.
I didn't ask.
the Sky's deck is not cheap.
Yeah, so that sucks. But, for me, if you were going to win playmats, right, you were playing Constructed. Like, you control a lot more of your fate if you're playing Constructed. Yeah. You can't sign up for the starter deck sealed and then complain about the starter deck that you got in a Chaos starter deck. I'm sorry. I'm not going to have any pity for you. Like, it's just... Guys, we're playing starter deck chaos here. You literally decided to play spin the bottle, and like hope for the best, right? Like this is just like, don't complain to me about the starter deck you get. And then obviously if people are cheating, that's like a whole other thing that I don't even want to consider and think about. This is supposed to be some 3-round tournament that I'm literally just there to have fun and just talk to people and have like a good time. So yeah, it kind of sucks that if that was actually going on, shame on all you people. You guys all suck. And I hope you get shingles, I guess. I don't know. Something like
Sky did not find his deck to chat.
They changed the rules.
I lost to a snot-nosed stupid brat. All right, and his name is Luca. I'm just kidding. I lost to my friend Luca. Anyone who knows that I then lost to an 8-year-old after Luca was like, oh god, at the beginning.
Nick did not beat children. He was on the down.
I can't beat kids. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation for a whole other time. But in general, Melissa, you played in the most of these events. How's your general feelings of the Disney Lorcana tournaments of Gen Con?
Yeah, so I thought that they were run pretty well. I will say
by
that.
the way, that judging staff, hello.
I was supposed to give them a shout out.
I'm saying, like, they had the best of the best there. They weren't messing around.
we had Judge Phil, who was like head of the area, so he was like overseeing everything. Like, we had Cassie, we had so many people who were there. The judges,
name all of them, or you're rude right now.
Yeah, you have to.
Every one of them.
Elia, Dara, and Cassie. That's probably the extent of who I can name.
John did the and Rav Kyle.
John was in the other room, though. I didn't see John judging.
John came over a couple times. There was one of my opponents from Texas. I can't remember his name. But yeah,
Francisco was there. You're right.
I mean, once you have Ellie, the ICL's #1 judge, she got a trophy.
She did.
You got a good judge staff there. So
yeah,
they were running the tournaments really smooth. The mornings were a little bit rough, like that first wave of getting people registered. Like, I think when Ben and I played the morning event, it did start maybe like 10 or 15 minutes late. But as soon as it started, they were very prompt in saying, okay, here's the round, here's turns. They were very vocal about 5 minutes left in the round, your starting turns, watching turns, like trying to transition very quickly.
Yeah.
It was kind of deck roulette in a way. Like, I won one mat on the weekend. I went 2-1 in all the other ones that I played in.
And still got a Rapunzel.
Yes, I got a lot of Rapunzels.
Better than PAX Unplugged already. Like,
that is true.
Better. At least you got something for going 2-1. So big deal.
Got something extra for going 2-1. But no, I mean, people were like, you had sweaty grinders, you had people who wanted to play, but you also had a bunch of people who said, hey, I live close by and I just want to play Lorcana.
There were people that showed up just on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which I thought was crazy. You know,
I played against I'm blanking on the name of the guy who runs the podcast who you were friendly with, who I played against.
What?
I forget his name. Yeah.
Aladdin's Castle?
No.
I feel bad. I forget his name too.
I didn't know he was a friend of Dan's until after.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names.
I was talking to him before the panel as well.
But he came up to me like after we played, and he goes, I was playing Emerald Steel. He goes, and I was sick of playing control decks, so I had the luxury of going home, making a hyper aggro deck, and saying, "Let's just see what happens."
That's insane.
He did fine with it. He just unfortunately paired into me on Amethyst Steel, who knew how to kind of play around Go-Go and Fred and Baloo and all his tricks.
I will say, not Dick wasn't there, but. We all were participants in PAX Unplugged in 2023. Remember how those starts, okay? Remember those 90 minutes before we're playing round 1? Yeah?
Yeah, that was rough.
This went smoothly.
This was so
smooth.
We've come a long way.
Well, at PAX, they used Melee.
Yes, they did.
They did. But no, I thought like everyone was really friendly. There was some friendly fire because there were a lot of people there. Like, I had to play Katie from the Lore Keepers in one round, and we became.
That's not friendly fire. That's called a buy.
JD started streaming us, and everyone was on watching because we were like the end cap. And Katie got overwhelmed because she said it felt like a feature match, and she'd never been on a feature match.
She also told me that you were scary.
I mean,
she is scary.
When I'm playing cards, I get serious.
He literally said, so I paired into Melissa, and I was not prepared.
That's why I have to throw my deck at her. It's like when a bear starts attacking you. And you have to...
It was really funny to hear her say that. She's just like, I was like, it was all okay. And then I played Melissa, and I was like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
She almost had me, too. Her deck, McValue is a good deck.
It's a good one. yeah, I don't know. I think that all in all, if you all you wanted to do was play Disney Lorcana at Gen Con, there was like, I don't even know, 12, 13 tournaments a day. It felt like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I basically set up. So like when I did my schedule for events, I said to myself, I'm going to spend Thursday not playing Lorcana for the most part. Like I want to walk the hall and I want to shop while the hall's not busy. And like I'll play one Lorcana on Thursday night when the hall's
funny.
closed.
I felt like Thursday was the busiest day.
No, it was the easiest to walk around. So much
Saturday
better.
was.
I thought Sunday was the easiest.
I mean,
don't know.
Sunday's always different, but Sunday they run out of things, so I didn't want to wait until Sunday.
Fair.
And then like Friday and Saturday, I basically said I'm spending most of the day playing Lorcana. I ended up putting back the night event on Saturday and went to dinner with you guys and Kim and Sam because I figured like
Janet Kim, shout out to Sam.
Yes, like I wanted to hang with friends, and at that point I had won a mat, so I just
shout out to the banana pudding.
Yes, banana pudding is great.
Kim specifically wants us to talk about that dinner.
Oh yeah,
how she almost died.
Is she still streaming herself?
How
her stream is tonight as well. Apparently,
I think you were live earlier.
I checked in earlier.
Yeah, how she almost died of laughter and food poisoning.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, like seriously, I woke up, I got there, I played in like the 10 a.m. or whatever the first event of the day was, and I could have been there until 11 or 12 p.m. if I took the last sealed of the night.
Yeah, literally, it was just an all day event for sure.
We did splash in some collector quests, which I'm sure we'll get to. Those were fun.
Those are great.
Big tell your story.
I didn't know if Dan had a little schedule type thing here.
No, we are flying until 11:58.
So collectors
10:58, not
11:58. 10:58.
Yeah.
Collector's quests are awesome.
Great.
I talked about this a little on War Chronicles that's coming out too, but it was funny because Judge John told me, dude, this was not the room to act like yourself in. I'm like, nah, John, it's cool. They all know me already. They know my antics. So we had done a collector's quest the normal way, right? And then I wanted to do it a fun way. And one thing that we suggest to people all the time is experience Disney Lorcana the way you want to experience Disney Lorcana. Okay. And a collector's quest, there are so many different strategies and different ways to do it. So for one of them, I wanted to do, I'm not going to open my booster packs. Okay. I gave Melissa my phone.
Yep.
I had her record me, put my booster packs away. Right. I then proceeded to go, all right, everyone, I'm the most famous guy in all of Disney Lorcana. Here's my 6 cards. Finish this for me. 30 seconds later, it was done. And I walked up to the front and I got my stamp. And then I was able to just hang out with everyone and joke around and talk to people. And I thought that was awesome. I wouldn't go into every collector's quest doing that. I just thought it would make a good little video. And I thought it would make a fun experience.
It was the Dick Burns challenge.
And I think that's like exactly why Collector's Quest was a good thing.
I would put it up. However, I have 30 videos in my file. None of them are labeled and they're not loading. So we're just going to have to wait till the video comes out.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But I think that they were smashing success. And like Judge John was like, he's always joking with me. And he's like, this was not the room to do that flex in. I promise.
I also got yelled at. It's just I
actually think that was the perfect room to do that in because I think it is perfectly acceptable. I don't think Ravensburger they didn't give you rules other than bring up these.
Oh no, there were no rules. We established it. There were no rules.
Like, I think that
I have video evidence of establishing there were no rules. All right.
There was a Golden Mickey winner in that room.
I may or may not have gotten hit by Amike, which I also have video evidence of.
MK was great. I didn't want to put her on the spot. She was.
We'll talk about them a little bit, but
okay.
She was phenomenal.
But like, honestly, if you're someone who's gonna like go into one of these collection quests and just be like, I'm gonna do this as fast as possible so I can get my stuff and get out, just don't do it. You're trash. We don't need you in the game. All right. That wasn't what I was doing. I was just trying to make a fun moment. When you do see the video, here's a little behind the scenes tidbit. Not a single person was looking at me while I was recording that video, even though I made it look like everyone was paying attention.
Just me filming.
Yeah, that's just when the behind the scenes. It's so funny the differences between how I actually act with the community and how I pretend I act with the community online, and it's hilarious. But anyway,
yeah, and then it's funny because you did that, and then we ended up. I don't even really.
Thanks for your raid.
Oh, thank you guys.
We left.
So the
Kim, we're just talking about you. Simulation confirmed.
Talking about Kim. That's true.
And JD.
But we, like, it's really comical to see. Like, I don't even know how we ended up in the Rise of the Floodborn one. I literally can't remember.
So
like,
we
only
left.
takes like 30 minutes, right? It's ticketed for an hour, but it only takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And so we left with Bick and then go.
We left, and Ben was like, "Hey, that was fun. What are we doing next?" And I said, "Well, I don't have anything until 11, and you don't have anything until 12." So I looked at the events, and there were exactly 3 tickets for Rise of the Floodborn, and you were standing next to us. So I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna go buy these."
Yeah, funny enough, I remembered I bought the starter deck thing, so we had to go over there anyway.
Yes.
And then that lady, it was the worst part of Gen Con, and she gave me all this crap that I didn't feel like hearing. And it didn't matter anyway because she gave me what I wanted. It was so annoying. And then you're just like, oh, I'm just going to go buy it. And then we walk into this room, and we're late. Okay, we were late. And then, of course, Judge John comes out, giving us the business. They're like,
he said we weren't
your
on the
name's
list.
not on my list. And we're like, we know our name's on our list. We just bought the tickets. Like, you printed that out hours ago. Let's be real. But yeah,
it was 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I had that problem too, but they were like, listen, you're so famous. We really need you in this room. So just come on in.
Yeah. So,
right, Ben, Melissa, that happened?
That happened.
Guys,
confirm.
This is why
that really happened. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even making a joke right now.
But then Dan wanted to one up you, and so he did his own challenge.
I did. The difference is that I almost didn't have to leave our table, which was unfortunate, but it was just fun because I was able to sit and like we recorded the whole thing. One of the people at our table, she went for hard mode, and she was done before me. I think it was insane. We just happened to have everything she needed, and it was just like, all right, this is great. You just did hard mode. You crushed it.
She got the Nunez one. She got Sword in the Stone.
Yes, that's true. We also have we'll have footage of Melissa being banned for the brand.
Yeah,
which was absolutely incredible. I don't even want to spoil it. That's how good. I don't want to care. I don't care. It was so good that I was so happy that I was recording.
I'm so happy you were recording.
It was one of those where I'm like, oh man, this is so perfect.
I'm just trying to have fun over here and win. And I was trying to beat Big Turns' time of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And
I have the record for sure.
I don't know.
No, you don't.
I had the record.
I think Ben has the record.
Ben has the record.
I think Ben has the record.
All right. I have the record of not opening.
Melissa,
there's no asterisks. Okay.
6 cards on her mat and laid them all out, and she says, "I'm done." And I said, "No, you're not. I'm done." Scooped the sheet and ran.
Melissa said some words that she shouldn't have, but it happens. It happened, guys. It was funny.
It's okay. The Ravensburger staff were laughing at us. They enjoyed it.
She said, I told her this. I want to win.
Yeah,
I do anything to win. It's Lorcana related. I'm gonna win.
Yeah, my favorite part was like I think I was the 4th or 5th person that was done, and I went out to stand in the line, and this guy's like, "Oh, you're trying to beat me to the first?" I'm like, "Bro, we're like 3 minutes behind. Like we're not even close."
And then I get stuck finishing Mr. I need rare Hercules over here.
Rare Hercules.
No, that was hard. There was only like one of those in the room.
Yeah,
and I don't think it actually got opened in a pack. I think a judge had it in their pocket.
I think Judge John might have had him.
Yeah, I think Judge John had it to trade, and it eventually made a trade to the table.
Well, that was the same thing with I guess we can get into this now. The content creator event on Thursday, we did 2 collector's quests in that event, and that was kind of part of it. And I swear for the second part, it was like a hard mode version. and I don't know, 5, 6, 7 of us got the Aladdin quest, and there was one Iago in the entire room. Like every single person needed that Iago, so much so that I had to get JDZ to trade his Iago to Rebecca for a fantastical magical. And then I just took the Iago from Rebecca so I could go turn in the quest, and 4 other people could turn in the quest.
Meta is taking your cards and leaving. Good
Yes.
one, Cindy.
Yes, I just trade other people's cards, and it was fine. The other meta was just like saying like, "Hey, what is that card? Yeah, I'll give you my whole stack. I don't care.
I just need
I'll
this
give you
one
anything.
card."
Like, I don't
Eric-
care. You can
Eric
have
Switzer.
all of these cards."
Eric Switzer and I gave all our cards away during the first one, not knowing there was going to be a second one.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So during the second one, I was like, who has the same sheet as me? Unfortunately for me, it was the most anxious person in all of Disney Lorcana. It was Katie.
Yeah.
And she was like,
"Oh, and you guys needed Rhino,
yeah.
right? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah,
She was like, I'm
they
not
hand
breaking the rules. I was like, there are rules.
Yeah. They hand the paper out, and I look at my left. I look at Katie. I'm like, "Oh my god, you need good cards. You're in trouble."
You need Rhino? I'll go straight to my backpack.
You need good cards? Let me open the blue backpack.
Let me open the Amber Steel deck real quick.
Yeah.
We're trying to
Yeah,
win, Katie. We're trying to win.
I got Katie together with all the other people that had the Rhino one. And I said, all right, guys, everyone get in line with the same 6 cards. And Katie was like, this is wrong. This is not right.
That's what we did with the Hercules the next day on Friday.
That's what we did with everything. That's the problem with the game. And I think
it's not a problem because you still have to interact with people.
No, in a way you do, but I still think that because of how well the sets are designed, you could easily have other more things that go around and be traded. Because the problem is that in a room that had 32 people, you had 8 or 9, probably 8 people that all had the same one. So those packs are just, they don't overlap enough. Specifically with rares, you might open 3 boxes and you might only get 2 rares. You might not even get 3 of them. So the idea that 8 people need it's just unrealistic to do that without that type of level of help. So I think that's just kind of is what it is.
I did half of Elaine's sheet, and she was like, "Oh, what can I trade you?" And I was like, "Nothing." I got up and walked away.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
I think that the idea behind them was really cool. And I know that they announced when we were in the panel that they have one going on in Disney California Adventure in Beast Library, where when you complete the quest, you'll get that cool art variant of the bell. And I think that if they're trying to attract people who don't already play the game, I think this is a really cool way to do it, because it's Disney cards in the Disney park. Who's not going to enjoy opening a Beauty and the Beast pack, set of cards and say hey, I did this and I'm in Beast Library.
I talked to Greg, I talked to Naomi, I talked to Sam, every single person I talked to about it that was a Ravensburger employee. I said, if the intent of this is simply to attract Disney people to look at cards that have Disney characters on them, and then at the end say, hey, you want to do something cool with these cards, the entire intent and design behind the concept is perfect.
Yes.
It literally will hit at every single level. People being introduced into these cards, still getting this concept of pin trading in that world that you love and adore. All of that thing in this is perfect. And I'll tell you what, I'll give credit to JDZ. We as trading card game players, we are so far out of the world of trading. It just does not. It's all just buy it on the internet, collect, don't interact. There's no social experiment. None of those things exist anymore.
Right.
So even if this is a way to reintroduce the trading factor of trading card games, incredibly good. And that's really what it is. What time is the card reveal? It's at 11 p.m. on YouTube, which I will put a link to and send everybody there. I promise. Listen, Ravensburger gave us a schedule. That's the schedule. Can't be any earlier. That's when it's happening. All right. Promise you. But yeah, I think the quests were so much fun. I thought they were it's in 33 minutes. Does that help?
11 Eastern.
I think that like the 2 quests we did in the content creator event was awesome. You know, like that room, you had, I don't even know, like 20 content creators, maybe more. I don't know. Did you maybe was you think it was 20, give or take? You know,
Yeah,
maybe more.
Content creators.
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow. Shots fired.
There's one I take issue with now.
There's
After the event. I'm not gonna say, all right, this is a funny story.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say their gender. Okay.
I was like, I was not in the room.
It's someone that I subscribed to before playing Disney Lorcana. Okay. All right. We're all just giving out cards, right? We're like, oh, you need this card? Here you go, friend that plays Disney Lorcana. I'll help you with this card, right?
Yeah.
I need a card. Okay. And I yell, hey, does anyone have this card? And this person goes, yeah, I have that. I walk over, I go, awesome. And they're like, well, do you have any of the cards that I need? I had given out like all my cards at this point, just without asking for anything in return. They're 5-cent rares. Okay. This was during the first one. This wasn't during Rhino.
Yeah.
Right. This is during the first one. I'm like, oh no, sorry. And they're like, oh, okay. And there's me. Okay. And then I go, by the way, I love and named this person's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And shook my hand. And I go, you're welcome. Just walked away.
No card to be found.
Melissa, could you imagine? Let me give you this scenario. You're in a tournament and somebody is like, hey, I need a Mr. Smee. Do you have any? You go, yeah, I got one. That's actually worth $1. And they say, do you mind if I just have that because I don't really have anything on me? Of course. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thanks for knowing who I was.
Sky was next to me in one of my core constructed round 1. This was after Sky lost his deck. He had a 58 card deck. He was missing a shark and a pirate's life because he was going to play Ruby Sapphire. And he looked up and he goes, no. He goes, does anybody have a Maui shark and a pirate's life? And I went into the bag to hand them to him. Somebody else got to him first. He's like, what can we give you? We were like, nothing. Just take it. Like, give it back. You're our friend. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Disney Lorcana is all about.
Like,
JDZ had our deck.
Literally took a deck from like 17 different people, bro. Like, there are no friends in the Clutch Quest.
Facts.
Man, where was that attitude like 7 hours ago on the Lorecast, JDZ?
Like, it's funny. JDZ is funny too. It's funny what happened, but I was so put off.
Yeah,
I was
understand that.
Actually blown away. Like, we were invited to this free event. We got $1,000 shirts. We got $700 water bottles. All right,
fancy.
Like, we got a whole bag with this sticker that I'm pretty sure Katie would pay $500 for this sticker. If I could blow dry this thing and heat this glue,
I won't lie. I tried taking it off and it couldn't be saved. I was upset.
With my name on it to prove I didn't steal all this stuff. Greg didn't write that, obviously. and I couldn't get a 5-cent rare.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, I was like, this isn't real life.
Yeah. That's
gosh. In 5 years, this is a Brad Nelson situation all over again. Brad Nelson owes me $5. Mm-hmm. In 5 years, when that guy asks me for he can ask me directions to somewhere. I'll know exactly where it is. I'll be like, yeah, it'll be there. Yeah, it's right down there, half a mile. Just keep going.
Can't miss it. Can't miss it.
I really hope that when the quest gets to California Adventure in a few weeks, that the audience it's intended for can actually enjoy it and do it. As a Disney fan, I'm very scared that it's just going to be scalpers, and I really don't want that.
California Flippers is a real
shady in here. I see 2 scalpers right here. That was Liz's favorite moment from the whole week. I see a scalper. I see no scalper.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Oh my god, I'm turning red from laughing. I'm about to be a panda soon.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. I get like this. I had fun. I did 3 of them, and I
that's
had
rare
fun in
for-
all 3 of them.
that's
And
rare
this
for that
is
game.
I am not even the target audience for this, you know.
No,
So
kids were playing this game, which is like the takeaway for me, right? Like we had that 12-year-old girl killer in the tournament. We had Luca, who's like another kid.
yeah,
But like there was like a 6-year-old kid that came up to me and asked for 0 to Hero. And I like went through my cards because I knew I had 0 to Hero in there. I just gave him a 0 to Hero. And I was like, here you go.
yeah.
And 0 to Hero was a rare. He was like, you want anything? I was like, absolutely not. I have a billion 0 to Heroes.
Yeah.
But
You tell him to subscribe to the Forbidden Mouse.
yes.
Get
Yes,
your dad's
click and
phone now.
subscribe, and then you can have my 0 to Hero. Show me that you did it on Facebook. No,
Prove to me you watched the meta
Show
report.
me that you did it.
no, but his face like lit up, and it was like, well, this is awesome. Like this is
Yeah.
Disney magic. Like I got the reprieve of like I'm stuck in a dungeon for half my days. Like I got to see some happiness today. It's great.
yeah.
I was on Vox Lorcana last night with Rebecca and Fanatics, Daniel, and Scott.
Yep.
And Rebecca was telling me that her and Enchanted Kim did a quest together. And there was this like father who was in the room, and he's like, well, I'm only here, like, I don't play Lorcana, and I'm only here because my daughter wants cards. And like, he was very sour and salty going into it. And Rebecca was saying that by the end of their quest, he had a whole different perspective on it, saying like, wow, there's actually something I can do here. And like, I understand why my daughter wants these cards. So like, if anything else, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, I think it was great. And they said today, I mean, at least Greg kind of said this. I hope this is true, but
You can't trust a word that comes out of that man's mouth.
sometimes you can, sometimes it's a coin flip. It's hard to say. Love you, Greg. I mean it. But the idea that you can just spend the whole day in the park looking for people with Lorcana cards to complete these like extraordinarily hard quests, that's kind of cool. You know, that's a sweet little vibe. I don't know if I want to like pay that much money to be in a Disney Lorcana, like in a Disney park, and then all I'm doing is trading for Lorcana cards. But the idea of it is cool. You know, the
You
attempt.
saw us in Disneyland do it with pins.
Yeah, but like I still had
Oh.
time to go on rides, and pins you can easily just like put away. Like cards, it's not the same. I don't know.
No. It is the same. You've seen how they keep those promos just in their pocket.
They're just in their pocket. Pull them
Okay,
out.
it's not the same.
Well, here's
It's
the
a
thing. It
$10
depends.
promo.
It just depends who the audience is, right? Like if it's the pass holders who are there in the parks anyway, and it's something
Sure.
to do for the day, it's the
Sure.
perfect activity to do for the day.
That's fair.
If it's the person who spent $300 on their 4-day trip and has 2 park days, one in DCA and one at Disneyland, they're not spending their entire day doing this because they want to ride the rides and they're not going back for 4 years.
Ruby Steel Snake Chips over here already broke the format, but it is Fabled, so you might not have all your cards from Fabled just yet. Specifically, if they won set 9, just saying, you know, they want that set 9 logo on there. It ain't gonna happen.
New foiling. New foiling.
If,
If you want the pretty foils, then you get the set 9 ones.
Like, I think, I'm assuming that's Courtney and Enchanted Chatter over there. Like, she's scared it's going to be Figment popcorn buckets.
Blow that one up.
I completely agree that it's going to be Figment popcorn
You guys
buckets.
probably don't know what Figment popcorn buckets are. Dick
I
might.
know about the Figment popcorn buckets.
I
I
don't know
saw
what
the
that is.
photos of people just wearing them on their
They're like,
arms,
so on
necks.
day 1, it was 8-hour line for a $25 bucket that flipped for $150.
I kept reading Enchanted Chatter, thinking it said Emerald Chatter. So I think I spent a good portion of this podcast acting like I talked to Courtney at Gencon, and spoilers, she wasn't there.
I was very confused when you said that. I'm like, Courtney, what?
Emerald Chatter on X is who I was talking to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny when you said it. I was looking like this. Chat can confirm. And I was, like,
very confused.
you know something I don't know.
All right.
By the way, I can't wait to make a meme out of Rebecca with that photo.
That was
She gave people permission. She said, "Caption this the best you can." I
am
haven't
so
really had
excited.
time, but I will.
I literally, so yeah, just because it's just too funny, right? Like it's just too funny. So I always take photos of pictures. The team love or hates it. I don't really care. But to me, it's like one of my favorite things to do is to catch people in the moment and like playing the game. So when I took all those photos, I mean, when I took that photo, I probably had taken 10 photos at that time. I didn't really look at any of them. So when I posted all the photos to the to the Facebook, there was only one photo that kept getting laugh reactions from it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are people laugh reacting this?
I laughed.
And then I go to the photo, I'm like, oh my God, like, man, Rebecca looks so mad. I was like, oh man. So I messaged her and I'm like, hey, listen, if you don't like this photo, I will literally take it down. And I sent her a screenshot of the laugh emojis in the photo, and she goes, oh my God, this is perfect. So she goes to it, she comments on it, and then she takes it and she puts it on Instagram, and she had a blast with it. I mean, she had like 1 million people reply. So the idea that this random photo that I take of Rebecca turns out into like 2 or 3 days worth of content, total win.
Dude, I got a photo of Scott like that.
Oh, that one is so good.
We need to make a collage one
that
year.
One is very good. That's true.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be a real team if we didn't have someone from the team going around taking random photos of everyone. You know, that's just one of the that makes you a real team.
I'm the only one that does it. Unless I specifically tell you guys to do it, no one does it.
Well, we all try to get it for you because you do it for the rest of us.
You get it the rest of us.
We just all like circle for Dan when he like plays the slow deck that day. Oh man, that's the day. Oh, he's playing Emerald Sapphire. We all get pictures of Dan today.
That's true. That's true. That's funny. So yeah, as we're approaching, we got 20 minutes. All right, 20 minutes till card reveal, and I am, I'm excited. For a lot of reasons, this might be my favorite reveal. And when you guys see the video, you'll understand why. But it was a good one. It was a good one. I was excited for it. But final thoughts on Gen Con, on the weekend as a whole.
It was a really fun time. My first Gen Con, I had no idea what to expect. Last year, I spent a lot of time at Lorcana, but like not a lot of time with friends. And this year, like I felt like I got the best of everything. Like my friends were there, my team was there, I got to play, and like I got a lot of networking opportunities. Like the people at the booth were just super friendly. Like I did a Villainous demo and got to talk to some of the game people who work on Villainous, and like there was just a lot of opportunities to talk about Lorcana with Ravensburger, which doesn't always happen. So that was really nice.
Yo, let's go, JD. It was a good movie. Have fun.
Yeah, you're not gonna believe the ending. That's where
Don't
he clicked.
Spoil it.
That's where he clicked.
See ya.
Yeah. So the idea that for the first time in 2 years, that I was reached out to, I was invited to come and hang out. I was invited to come to the panel. I was invited to do a couple private events. Luckily, we were able to get Dick in to do the events. Luckily, a friend got Melissa in to do an event. It was just an experience that 2 years ago, I literally sat in that line. I watched the chaos literally ensue around me. And I didn't go to Gen Con last year because of how awful it was in 2023, because I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with this. Like I literally don't want to think about Gen Con. So much so that when I was walking through the room on Wednesday night to get my badge, I literally took a photo of where the chaos ensued. I'm like, Scott, don't have PTSD.
It's hard not to. It really is.
Yeah. So for me, as a content creator in Disney Lorcana, it's not even close to how good this Gen Con was. The 2 nights that we got to spend with Ravensburger was absolutely phenomenal. Getting to talk to Greg, getting to talk to Naomi, Maggie. Shout out to Maggie. Oh my God, I loved Maggie. Was the best.
So
I think,
dude. I thought Maggie was just random Ravensburger line employee.
Joke's on you.
No, which is great because luckily Dan said to me, dude, you're so lucky you don't treat people differently.
Right. And I said that. I did say
I'm just like really nice to everyone just in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I'm just chilling with her for days in the line and stuff and just joking around and having a great time. She was awesome.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she was like, what people would say, someone important. I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like just huge. I literally cannot give more of a thank you to Amike. She was awesome. I was very upset to know that she like got sick. That really sucks. But you know, Thursday night was just so much fun. All the content creators really just being together, having a good time, doing these quests, having like honest time to talk to people at Ravensburger was great. Like getting the feedback, having the conversations was awesome. You know, we had a great fun with Greg Tito all weekend long, starting at the panel all the way to Sunday afternoon. So it was really nice to like get to meet, chat with like these people that we really haven't yet to have that time with before. You know, like Naomi, she's been around, but I never had a conversation with her really before. So it was nice to chat with her a bunch. Maggie's kind of the same. Greg's brand new. Elaine, this was the first time we were able to have conversations with Elaine. So having all those talks all weekend were just, it was awesome. It really was just nice to sit there and have those. And then on top of that, like that's not even discussing all of the non-Ravensburger people that we had great conversations with. Shout out to Devin from, you know, SSG.
Yeah.
I chatted with Devin all weekend long. And he was awesome. You know, he really did have a lot of good conversations with me. We sat there, we talked about SSG, we talked about Gencon, we talked about life, like we talked everything. Same thing for Jason at the Dice Tower. We had awesome chats with Jason. That was really cool. And just like anyone that I had seen that I hadn't seen in forever. Like we're talking about people that I haven't seen since World of Warcraft that I was able to sit and talk with. Transformers. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but one day if I get to have a conversation where Greg Tito, someone finds out from Greg Tito what he thinks about me and it comes out, it'll be hilarious. But it was just nice to really just kind of bring all that. WWE love TFM down at SGG.
He tried saying we.
I know. We
Those
love
we
you guys
missed
too.
you.
We do.
Yeah.
I obviously Ben and Melissa and Colby will be there in a few weekends. I don't know the next time I'll be there yet, but I think we will be. I think there's a good chance that we'll find our way down there again. But it was just a lot of fun, you know, and it really was. This Gen Con, I don't know, easily my favorite. It was so good that I was supposed to leave on Saturday afternoon, and I stayed until Monday morning. Like that's just like that's all you guys need to know. That's how much I liked Gen Con.
When you told me you were staying, I was like, are you good? Like you told me you were getting out of here.
Yeah, it was just such a fun time. The food all weekend. This is how I know. This is how I'll never forget Enchanted Chatter. They gave us the best food. We ate so good. Like Wednesday night's dinner was great. Saturday night's dinner was great. Sunday night, I thought Sunday night was great too. It was just so much fun. Shout out to JDZ. He was our final meal of the weekend. We went to dinner at 4 p.m.
We went to lunch.
And we didn't leave the restaurant until like 8.
Yeah,
we got home
awesome.
real late.
That was a good dinner.
It was fun.
But it was just a good time, all in all.
Yeah, meeting a lot of the Rav people were awesome. So I thought they were all just like a bunch of nerds that I wasn't going to get along with. Yeah. But it turned out they were a bunch of nerds I did get along with. So Amike, one of the few people that can keep up with me with like where I just verbally destroy people, like just
as soon as I saw Amike's sarcasm, she was totally on board.
Amike was 100% prepared for Dan and Dick without a shadow of a doubt. Just completely prepared.
She could be on TFM.
Her and Nate jerseys.
Nate was the best. Yeah, Nate was so funny. Nate looked at me and goes, you like being the center of attention, don't you? And I went, dude, you know me so well.
And that's 5 minutes into meeting him.
That was 5 minutes into
red hair.
Oh, Nate was so great. I'm telling you, Nate, he was
great. Friggin' Amike, I was like, we're all eating, right? And I go, hey, so when am I gonna do whatever? And she's like, oh, it's not my department. She goes to say something else. I go, I don't need to talk to you anymore. And I just walked away, got food. But then when I came back, she hit me with like 4 zingers before I could even respond. And then she goes, "Oh, it's sarcasm," and walks away.
Yeah.
Like
I'm pretty sure.
it was like I was getting tased or something. I was like, and then she walked away. I'm like, lost her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Great. Truly, Amike she was so much fun. She really was. Like it was such a good time. It really was. Oh, I don't know. Those we're rounding down. We're coming to it. All right, guys. The reveal is coming. Today there's a lot of spoilers today.
There were so many.
I don't even know. Like 10 card. Since we started Content Creator Week, it hasn't stopped.
I had that list from the Discord, and then there's more on top of that, and I'm like, wow, there's just so many cards left and right.
The same thing happened last year, or not last year, last set, where like a bunch of stuff went out, and then like stuff changed, people got added, and they never edited the list. Yes. So, and again,
Chris Jericho on the job.
Yeah, super appreciative. We did get to reveal another card, and I'm very excited for that. And it's a good one. It's a good one. But yeah, I think today was cool. Like I think the power line stuff is all very interesting. I love how similar to Lady and the Tramp, it just feels like every one of those cards does have synergy with one another, which is really cool. Like if they keep double downing like on that concept, it's like, okay, guys, like this is it. They're gonna find a way. Hopefully there's enough power in the synergy so it makes it work. Obviously, everybody wants that to I don't think that I have had another franchise that people are this excited about. Powerline, you guys are like a cult. Like it's kind of crazy to me.
They got their own merch and everything already,
dude. It's nuts.
People are out in full force.
It's
this world
stuff's not even released yet, and people are wearing Powerline jackets. Like, where did they get those from?
There was a Powerline World Tour that was supposed to happen in 2020 that got canceled for COVID. And it's happening now, and it's so hype. Crazy. It's so hype.
I'm so excited.
I'm glad it didn't get canceled. It just got postponed 5 years.
Yeah. And shout out to Liam and Aaron. They made this insanely good reel that I don't even know how many people were on it, but they
Your part was so
the best,
good.
Dan. You're the best. You make the video, bro.
So my favorite part is that we're all kind of recording stuff together, and then Liam just like, hey, do you just like want to sing this song? And I'm like, okay, like what are we doing? So, we're doing Eye to Eye, and you guys know me, like I don't know every Disney song, but I know Eye to Eye. Like I literally know this song because it's on one of the Pop Goes Disney, and I listen to that album literally on repeat almost. So it's so comical to me that the part I got in it was a non-singing part that just gets everybody. But he literally, he told me, he goes, dude, the amount of comments on your part in the video is just like great. It's so funny. It really is.
Yeah, I wanted a non-singing part. Oops, here we go.
That's why you sat there just reading the words.
It was good. It really was. So it was fun. And there was so much of that, I think that Gencon certainly is, like for me, it feels like the perfect place for Instagram. Like Rebecca is so talented when it comes to that stuff, like, and her piecing stuff together. Like, you guys don't know, like you see what she clips together, but I saw the things that she was recording, and then understanding later what she had put together was just like, wow, like that's just so good, so talented. Like I can't give her enough credit, because I think that the work she does on Instagram, she found a way to make it work so perfectly at Gen Con. And I was a little jealous. I was like, man, check you out.
Yeah, her and I were talking a lot on Friday, and she mentioned to me how she was doing all those interviews with people, and I was like, so what are you making? And she goes, I'm gonna make 4 or 5 different videos, and you watch and see. And like, I've been seeing them come out, and they're fantastic.
What's so funny to me is that in 2 different videos, it's the same clip of me with like a different answer to the question. So like, you don't like, because I did it like an interview style, right? Like she interviewed me, and I was like making jokes and making quibs, thinking that it was going to be the interview. And then all of a sudden you see this other content come out. You're like, oh wow, like none of this is all different now.
Well, that's what she told me. She's like, just be normal. I'm just going to ask you questions. She's like, and I'm asking you 6 things and they're not going to come out together.
Yeah. I didn't get that memo.
Yeah,
That's not the memo that I got.
I'm glad my answer was so long-winded because I ended up being the last one on the video with the longest answer. I was trying to get, max screen time. Biggest celebrity, max screen time. First billing, if you will.
Most famous,
Main
most
event.
sponsored in the game. We know.
Yeah, I'm basically in SAG at this point.
Oh, speaking of sponsors, this is a good time to talk about them.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Matified.
Boom. Heavy play. TFM10 at checkout for 10% off. Someone did buy some heavy play today. I got the little notification. So shout out to you. Thank you if you was
Exciting.
any of you guys hanging out. But Matt, this has been great. Heavy play has been awesome. I can't wait to get some of the new gear that we're gonna have for season 2. And of course, Codex journals. I'm not kidding. Every single person that I have talked to at a set championships has asked me about this journal. Everybody has loved it. This is the perfect tool for beginner, advanced. I don't care. The way that this book is designed is so very good. You really should just go and check it out. Like I can't put it over more. And it's one of those products that I love so much that I would tell you about this product if I was not even affiliated with it 100%. So shout out to both of our wonderful affiliates. Oh, and
this booster pack is $1,000. So
yes,
for anyone that wasn't here in the beginning,
it'll pay for DLC Bologna Airbnb.
Yeah, this booster pack is $1,000. Anyone can just hit me up privately. Signed by my hero, Greg Tito.
If he signed it, Dick Burns, I would buy it.
Dude, I'm telling. I said at the beginning.
People keep asking me, did he say my name? And I am under NDA. I cannot answer that. So,
you're
embargoed. You said he kind of said it right there.
Well, he kind of said it today. At Gencon.
I say.
Yeah. Dude, that was my most asked question from just the most random people that I've never met before. Did Greg say your name today? Did Greg say your name this week? It was awesome.
I did enjoy the next morning when you just came out dressed as Bruno.
With bread.
With garlic bread.
Couple things. One, simulation confirmed. I was walking out the door, saw the Bruno thing, and I was like, I might need this for something. I don't know what. I'll just pack it because I was driving. 2, I should have bought a bucket to put on my head.
Yeah.
I definitely should have bought a bucket and put like, hello, my name is Bick Derns. 3, that garlic, that baguette was awesome. All right. If you missed Gen Con, you missed the opportunity to Lady in the Tramp and baguette with me. Greg, I got that photo because of that baguette. Yeah. I bought 2 baguettes. All right. JDZ and Garrick promised that they would Lady in the Tramp some bread with me. All right. I got 1 piece of bread with JDZ. It was like this long. And he's like, absolutely not. I'm like, okay. All right. I got you. I'll go to Walmart. I got the biggest piece of bread they had in all Walmart. Next day, he's like, absolutely not. He was live streaming. I go, oh, okay. Tell your whole stream then that you're a liar. Every single one of those people watching you that you are a liar. All right. He's like, fine, I'll do it. So we Lady in the Tramp it with Garrick. Judge Phil got in there as well. Well, I bought 2 baguettes in case one broke. Yep. Right. I'm like, gotta have a backup. So I had another one. Greg happened to walk in right when we were done. And I go, Greg, get over here. And I rip open the baguette. I go, Lady in the Tramp this with me. He has no idea what I'm talking about. He comes over. He's like, what? I was like, eat this baguette with me. And he goes, I promise you, I'm not eating that bread. I said, all right, Greg, you got 2 options. You eat this bread or you take a photo with me. He's like, who's got a camera?
Yeah. I did enjoy later that day when I found out that Elsa was coming back and like in the reveal. I just asked him if I could take a picture with the Elsa because I love Elsa. And I thought he was going to let me hold it. And he's like, oh, just get in the picture with me. Yeah. And then like that went.
He's never going to let you hold it.
That's fine.
Also, that photo of us with Greg is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just about to get to this, right?
Yeah.
So like we show up to the first reveal. We're super excited. They're taking a group photo. And they're like, all right, everyone that's here for the reveal, come in. I'm like, I'm only getting in if Greg gets in. And then we get up, we go to get with Greg. And what does Greg do? He takes a knee, guys. He takes a knee.
He's like, get me away.
He's like, I'm not going near these guys. Granted, that was Thursday morning. we had a whole weekend ahead. He came around. He came around. All right. So
and the
go ahead,
mimes,
you're good.
the mimes with the bread.
The
That
mimes
was
of the bed were
fantastic.
I wish I was recording or something. I wish we got a photo with them. That was so good.
They pantomimed stealing my bread out of my book bag.
Yeah.
Which was top tier.
So I just posted in chat the link to the YouTube. I posted on Facebook and Twitch. That video will be premiering very soon. I'm going to turn it on myself. So this way, when it goes on, I'm going to like not be crazy. And we'll be in chat. I'll be hanging out. And yeah, it's in 2 minutes. It's coming. I'm excited. It was a fun, incredible Gen Con. Had an absolute blast. It was honestly, this was our first Gen Con, together as a team, because in 2023 there was no Team TFM. Didn't exist. In 2024, I was traumatized and I didn't go. So
I vlogged for us a little bit.
You did. So yeah,
last
so 2025
year was not anything like this was though. This was different.
This was next level. It was really great to be a part of it.
It was so much fun. And it's crazy because we're used to going out to team dinners all weekend and things like that, but because of the events that we did, we couldn't do Thursday night, we couldn't do Friday night, but we still made it Wednesday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. We had guests every night. Shout out to J-Bomb again. Shout out to Sam and Kim. Shout out to JDZ. Everyone that hung out with us and, enjoyed the company of Team TFM. I had a blast. Anyone that I talked to, thank you. Great conversation. Jordan from the UK. Yeah. Awesome conversation with Jordan. I signed some cards this past weekend. That's always fun. Love doing that. And yeah, I am beyond excited for Fabled. I'm beyond excited to get to Inking, PPG Denver, Bologna, Milwaukee. There's so much to do. I can't wait. It'll be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Ditto.
See you next year. Well, see you soon. But
Dick, you better have different color hair when we see you at Inking.
My hair is falling out from bleaching it so much. No. You can ask Liz. I rub my hand through my hair and it's falling out.
Before we leave, easiest answer.
Go hard.
Love signing docs. Forbidden Mountain actually comes second to Doc, straight up.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's actually crazy. Forbidden Mountain gained 17 lore. You can't kill it.
They're not allowed to banish it.
I think mine's probably Maui Whale or Pinocchio.
That's fair. All right, one more time. I'm gonna push this in, and we are gonna end the chat. For my Twitch friends, I will send you somewhere. Starting